Let me ask you this. We talked last time, we talked about the standard American diet.
Yes.
And well, you already knew it, but it's been determined that, well, you and I both know that God made this body of ours an amazing body. He made it to self-heal.
You bet.
But a lot of people are cramming so much junk in their body that they've got sickness. And start off with your story. That's kind of the way you were when you were a younger lady.
I was 20 years old when I had my very first colonoscopy, and I had 4 colonoscopies before the age of 40. Endoscopies, barium enemas, diagnosed with irritable bowel syndrome as a young kid at 20. And then I itched for years, saw 2 dermatologists, given lots of medicine for that, but yet they have not connected. The health of the gut is directly evident by the health of the skin. So what they were giving me was just fixing something topically, right? Your health of your skin comes from the inside. Then I was diagnosed with lupus. That was a booger. And then I was depressed. So that was a booger. So I spent 24 years seeing doctors, not being able to stop, right? But I didn't feel good. I didn't feel good. I was not 100%, which is how God designed our bodies to be, 100%, right? I didn't feel well. And it took from 20 to 44 before a doctor ever leaned into me and said, Dani, what are you eating, right? Do you know your
something
diet?
about nutrition. No other docs. All they want to do is give you a pill. They want to put you on a monthly payment plan for the pharmaceutical companies, and that's really what it's all about. It's money, isn't it?
You bet it is. And I was on multiple medications throughout the 24 years and never did like them. I didn't know anything about functional medicine, right? And so, but I just knew internally that my body was not meant to be on those medicines. And there are people who need to be on pharmaceuticals, so I'm not poo-pooing that. I write plenty of prescriptions in my practice. But for me, those words that he said to me, Dani, what are you eating? Do you know your diet controls your disease? What? Those 4 gastroenterologists that I had seen through all those years never once said, what are you eating, Dani? What are you eating? You have diarrhea because of something you're eating. You're bloating because of something you're eating.
What were you eating? What were you eating in those days?
Oh my gosh, I was eating, well, you really want to know? Betty Crocker, frosting, milk chocolate, icing. When I would get stressed out, I would go to the grocery. I kept a spoon in my car. It was literally my crack. I don't do drugs. I've never smoked any of that.
Hey, sugar
I would open that milk
Addictive.
chocolate Betty Crocker icing and sit in that car and eat that icing. What? They never once said, don't eat put the icing down, Dani. Put the spoon down. I was eating whatever I wanted. Chick-fil-A, Sonic, I was the single mom. So I was feeding my kids 99-cent Totino's pizzas, right? Packaged, processed, bagged garbage is what I was eating and not thinking a thing about it. Now, I also ate good food, but I also would run through the drive-thru. And I was letting somebody else out their window control my health. I didn't know any better, and I spent $200,000. When Dr. Kalb said this to me, what are you eating? I was $200,000 in debt to Vanderbilt student loans. Right, I just gotten out of nurse practitioner school.
And didn't know nothing
Knew nothing.
Yeah,
I knew how to treat my heartburn with Nexium. I knew how to treat my migraine headaches with Imitrex, right? But I didn't know that there was a root cause for everything going on in my body, everything going on in your body, in their body, in your body. There's a root cause for it. I wasn't born sick.
Yeah.